So we'll keep you started on what's going
And
on.
we're about to cut to the game now.
All right, so first match for Nepal is going to be Sanctum.
We're running a semi-bunker comp right now.
So they seem to be playing a more defensive approach with how they've picked 2 tanks, 2 supports, and 2 attackers. Or, apologies, three supports.
For us, we have 3 supports. Yes.
5, 4, 3.
So it's like semi. I would say it's like a semi goats right now. Oh, so we're getting word right now that the 5 maps that we're gonna play. Our first map is gonna be Nepal. Other than Nepal, our other maps are gonna be Kings Row, Eichenwald, Lijiang Tower, and Ilios. And how we're gonna select the maps today is the loser of the previous map will choose the next map.
All right, so we're
whoever
seeing some
loses
engagement
this
right now. Looks like Chiaki on UConn just took a pick at Charlemagne.
Oh, he grabbed them off the side.
Yikes.
So we got us regrouping, changing up our game plan, seeing how we're gonna attack next.
All right, so I'm going to assume that they're waiting for Charlemagne to come back because that's their primary source of DPS from what I'm seeing. So Juani from UConn seems to be playing Baptiste, and he's playing a very defensive approach, just staying back and healing his teammates.
And they got the Hanzo just shooting out his scouting arrows just to see what game plans we plan to do.
All right, so.
Oh, we got Charlemagne switch from Bastion to Diva now to get more of a dive comp going in right now. It's like they got to force himself to go in right now.
So now they have 3 tanks and 3 supports. This should be definitely very interesting. That was a good,
oh, no.
That Zari bubble would have been good, but it wasn't enough for that Roadhog push.
They got to think of a new game plan now.
They definitely have to. All right, they place up an Immortality field.
An interesting choice with the Immortality field right now.
So Chiaki's just destroyed the Immortality field, so now they're hanging back a little bit.
They're still regrouping, trying to think of a way to actually push through the enemy team to get on point right now.
Looks like their enemy, Baptiste, just pushed their point.
Oh no. A devastating boop from Center on the UConn team.
Picked off one by one. The enemy Hanzo, otherwise known as Watt, he's been scouting the area, seeing what he can do.
At this point, they gotta think of a game plan. They gotta think of a game plan to try to get in there and what can they do. So far, the only ult that we have accumulated right now is a Baptiste ult at the moment. And
they have about 14 seconds to get on the point to try and contest it.
Oh, so they decided to go for a different approach and go to the side of the map. Oh, they finally found a way to push onto the point.
Looks like the enemy Roadhog has used his ult to push them off the point.
Now let's see if we can get any picks from the side. Oh, and they got the Roadhog.
Good hit from Julian.
Right now they're trying to boop off the enemies to try to see if they can get any of them off. Oh, and they successfully booped off the Orisa.
So now they're just picking off the enemy players one by one.
Oh, right at the end for the enemy team to get 99%. They finally got on the point.
Looks like they've captured the point, folks.
Now let's see if they're able to hold it at least.
Oh, he got 2 of them. Just get back on point. Yep, look at that.
Now hopefully he can hold it out on time for his team to come back on the point.
Looks like the team is coming back.
What do we got right now? We got the enemy team slowly trying to defend the point right now.
Away. Enemy Winston just killed.
So far, we're doing a great job at holding down the point right now.
That was a very.
We finally got it captured.
Beautiful push.
It was an amazing push.
It really was.
They got that at the exact last second.
It's
good to see that we're able to come up with a way to get through it and change up our game plan at the last second.
Now the question is, are they going to be able to keep this hold?
Hopefully, because the second the enemy team gets on point and controls the point, it can mean the first match.
Looks like their enemy Hanzo has switched to a Genji, and that their enemy Sniper has switched to a Tracer. So they're definitely trying to break out the tanks there.
We got. Oh, they're holding down 3 ults if anything right now.
The enemy Genji is definitely getting some push. All right, Hammond's down on their team. Okay, Genji's
Oh,
dead.
they successfully got the Genji before they're able
protected that
to
point
take
again.
down our Lucio. We got Baptiste.
Alright.
He's making his way back to point. They got 2 picks out of us already. They got our Diva and our Lucio. Let's see if we're able to hold down the point.
Looks like Chiaki's picking them off one by one.
And he's getting those good picks right now, and some of our characters are very useful to this comp at the moment.
Yeah. So now the question becomes, are they going to be able to get that point back?
Let's see if they'll be able to hold it at the last second.
I
If
don't
not,
think it might not be possible.
no.
All right, folks. UConn has won that first match.
Right.
Not the first match, but the first round.
We did really well though to actually
that was a good
get
push.
the point at
That
the
was a
last
good
second
push.
like that though. What did we got up to 79% at the last minute?
That was a very good approach from both teams.
It's good to see that we're able to change our game plan, change our way, and like actually come up with a game plan to get the point.
All right, looks like they're changing up their comp again. So now they're going to have.
Now we're playing on Shrine at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, now we're going to a straight true Goats comp right now.
All right, so now they're packing 3 tanks and 3 supports again, which they've swapped out their. Which character were they?
They
They're
swapped out
Baptiste. Baptiste for.
So we got Bruno.
Brigitte.
Oh no, we're running quad support at the moment now. We got Charlemagne who switched from Diva. We got him onto Baptiste at the moment. This is going to be interesting. A quad
This
support.
really good.
Hopefully they're able to get through it and we're able to like get this match.
So it's going to be quad supports and 2 tanks against triple support and triple tanks.
Yep, against semi-goats. With the quad support, you can see that they're going to have so much healing.
Oh, beautiful Earth
Oh,
Shatter.
beautiful shatter.
That was so good. Oh, Julian going in.
Oh,
Triple
able to get
kill.
the pick off
Triple
half of the
kill.
team. It's great to see that they're comp right
Julian
now.
did beautiful work right there with Reinhardt.
It's good to see that their comp right now is actually holding up
Exactly.
well.
That quadra support is really helping them
How
out.
I feel like it's going on right now with the quad support, they have so much AoE healing with the Brigitte and the
Exactly.
Lucio. They have so much AoE healing.
Exactly. They have Lucio and Baptiste, which they can have their grenades, and Lucio can have his passive. That's
And,
really
and
helping them
Baptiste
out.
being a character who's a semi-DPS, it's like they have that little extra oomph that they need.
Yeah.
Oh, they weren't
All right.
able to get anyone with that Diva bomb.
That Diva
Not even a
was
single
wasted
pick.
on their end. All right. The question is, are they going to be able to capitalize on this ult?
Oh, they
They
Oh,
got
they-
5
they
people
got
on
him.
that.
they're able to capitalize
see.
off of this.
All right. Looks like the enemy
They're
Diva
able
got
to pick off our
got
Lucio.
Bumbo.
No, Zenyatta.
So looks like Jordy is in with Zarya right now, max energy. Oh,
they're
this
able to
Diva's
get
not
off
gonna
the
be able to
Diva
get
at the
away.
last
This
second.
Diva's not going to be able to get away. Oh, she managed to get away.
She managed to get away, but she does not have her suit, and that's
incredibly risky right now.
it is incredibly risky for the fact of like they just lost so much damage with Diva not being in her mech. I'm honestly fascinated to see that a quad support meta right now
It's
is actually
working.
really
It's
holding
working.
up. Like our communication with the team right now is actually going so well that this is able to work at the moment.
All right, looks like they're trying to use Watt to eat out some projectiles.
Well, they do have Shatter and Diva Bomb. Let's see if the enemy team's able to capitalize off of it.
Oh,
We got a successful grab, and we got the whole team in a grab.
looks like that immortality field really helped them out when they needed it. Looks like Zenyatta used his Transcendence, which essentially negated that ult.
They got them to use all their ults though.
Oh, they've picked off 2 members of the team now.
Yeah, but unlike the enemy teams, like, we're about to get.
All right, looks
no.
like they're holding back. They're going to try and be more defensive with how they play this time. All right, looks like they're holding the point. It looks like they're using Zarya and Zenyatta to hold down that point right now while the other members
While
of
the
their
rest
team
of their
push
team
up.
comes back on point.
Yeah.
Let's see if our team is able to push in and actually capitalize off of this right now.
All right, they have Earth Shatter. Let's see how they use it.
No, that immortality field coming in clutch at the moment. But sadly, they're able to shatter us,
Ooh,
picking off half of our team at the moment.
4, 5. That was all of them. All right. Now it's going to be a matter of who's able to get back.
Well, right now we have Shatter, and we're about to get Zenyatta's ult. At the moment, we're about to get Transcendence. On the enemy team, they do have a Diva ult, they have Lucio, and they have Zenyatta.
Many ults right now. I firmly believe that they could get that point, but first they have to bait out those ults.
Oh, so our team is choosing to go from the
They're going for the high ground now.
For the high ground at the moment. Let's see if they're able to actually capitalize off of this.
Let's see. Looks like Slap is coming in with Lucio, trying to give them that boost that they might need.
Oh, they're able to
that was
successfully pick off their Reinhardt.
Good Reinhardt kill right at that end there. Ooh, they're trying to make a flank against them for a little bit.
They picked off. Oh, they're picking off the supports.
Oh, looks like that really helped them.
But it doesn't look like we're about to have any support ult.
Their Diva ult was just wasted.
It was wasted.
Oh, Reinhardt charges and misses, hitting the wall. They currently have 3 ults that they can use. 4 ults.
Yeah, we got Lucio's ult in the back.
Folks, they can save this.
Are we able to actually control this point?
They might be able to save this. All right, looks like they're gonna have to make some sort of push right now if they want to get this.
I don't think they're gonna be able to.
So guys, UConn Huskies has just won the first match, and so now we're going to go into the next match, but not before they're allowed to regroup and talk about what happened that round.
Right now, we're gonna see is like what our team is gonna pick for the next map and what map we are gonna play next. Hopefully, our team is able to.
So here we had Watt using his ult almost. He got his ult out, and that just helped eliminate the whole enemy team, even though he didn't even get a real chance to use it.
And completely stopped our Baptiste ult right there. We're able to capitalize off of doing so much damage to their team.
So for anyone just tuning in right now, UConn Huskies has won that round, and they've won 2-0 for this first match alone. So we're going on to the next map, and we're allowing the teams to regroup and talk about what happened that round and what they could do to fix it.
Right now, we have our team talking about their strategy for the next map, what they can improve on, what they can fix. Honestly, for me personally, I feel like after the first time when the quad support wasn't working out, I feel like we should have switched back to another tank at the moment.
Or another DPS, because that's what that was holding
we needed
them up.
a little bit more damage in those fights. In my honest opinion, I would say. Let's see how they'll be able to actually change this in the second map.
I feel like they're going to, personally, I think they're going to have to play more aggressively if they want to be able to capitalize on what they were doing, because playing defensively cannot work all the time, especially with how they were stacking damage a little bit.
Even with all the healing for quad supports at the moment, it's like we still didn't even have that much damage we were able to do.
Especially they were picking people off one by one.
They were focusing all of our supports, and without the supports, we weren't able to not do anything. Honestly, I would say we should try a 2-2-2 comp. I would say to see how that would fare out.
I feel if they wanted to try a tank, I feel like someone should try and play Roadhog, so at least if they want, they can try and get some picks on the supports.
And with Roadhog, with his ability of actually being able to heal himself and taking half damage from his, it's really useful in a way.
Yeah, I think they could totally capitalize if they play Roadhog. That's just what I think.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're
not being
gonna do.
able to just solely rely on the healers. He's a tank that can hold his own.
Exactly. And if you have good accuracy with Roadhog, you can wipe
getting
out two or three members.
Everything in this game.
Even in close quarters, if they're not second.
Kings Row next. So we're just getting word that the next map is going to be Kings Row.
All right, this should be very interesting. But anyway, going back to what I was saying on Roadhog, with Roadhog in close quarters and something like Shrine, if you have good accuracy, you can pick out 2 or 3 members easily.
It's easily to pick out supports.
And especially because if they could have capitalized, if Reinhardt put his barrier down, he could have grabbed him and dealt
definitely.
good
I feel like
chunk of damage.
I feel like in Nepal for the Sanctum.
Yeah.
For Sanctum, I feel like you would really capitalize off on Orisa for the fact that you can put down your shields for your supports to hold that down, and you can use her what is it? The gravity ability.
Yeah, the graviton.
Yeah, the graviton?
Yeah, that orb.
The orb.
Yeah.
The gravity orb. Because we don't know the name at the moment. But with that, you're able to pull off so many people off the edge of the map.
And
So right now, we have our team picking out their comp, talking about their strategy for the next map for Kings Row. In a couple of seconds, we're gonna put the next map on.
Especially going back to what you were saying about Orisa, if they used the orb and got Roadhog off the edge, they could do essentially what Shadow did to Gandalf and pulled him off at the end. All right, so now we're about to start the next match, which is in Kings Row. So we're having...
Oh, so it seems they're running a Semi-Goats right now. Instead of a Diva, though, we have a Widowmaker to try to see if we can get some successful picks off their team.
And it seems like the enemy team is trying to do almost what they did, except this time, instead of having 4 healers, they're trying to switch now to a Mei. So
No,
I feel
we had 4 healers last time.
yeah,
They had goats.
Yeah.
Right now,
it's-
it's interesting to see that they're going to have a Mei for, I think they're doing defense at the moment, or they're attacking. They're attacking.
So it looks like now Union has switched and had at least one character that's good at taking one taps on characters.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Okay, so UCC is attacking at this moment.
Greetings.
What UConn trying to do at the moment is trying to capitalize.
Oh,
We
they
got to
paused
pause
the
right
game.
now.
Want to know what's going on? All right, we're back into it.
I think there was a little bit of a technical difficulty that required a little short pause to see what was going
All right,
on.
looks
at
like
the
they're
moment.
going to try and attempt to dive from the right side. The question is the enemy team going to let that happen?
I feel like it's going to be a little difficult seeing that they have a Mei on the enemy team for the fact of Mei can freeze so many opponents at the same time.
Exactly.
And being able to, like, basically it's like a good solid stun when you get that freeze.
All right, they're pushing in now.
They successfully dived onto the point. Right now, they they
good
successfully
job.
picked off the Ana.
They've got their Ana. All right, but they exchanged with Reinhardt, and Reinhardt's killed Julian.
Oh, they successfully picking off their support. Oh, no, it's us getting our support taken out.
All right, looks like the whole team was gone now, so.
And we got a Mei who wasted her ult right there at the last second.
So now, essentially, I feel like they could completely capitalize on if they all have their ults and they synergize with it.
Yeah, being able to synergize your ult is actually really useful in this game. They're about to get a grab on the enemy team.
So they're going back to triple tank, triple support on our side.
Semi-goats at the moment. Right now, they just got to think of a game plan in a way, just poke through the enemies to try to see how they can get on point. I think right now what they're doing is just trying to build up their ult at the second to see what they're able to do. Because right now at the moment, all we have is Zenyatta's ult. All we have is Transcendence.
All right. Oh, they're attempting to dive.
No, they're diving, trying to see if they can pick off any of the supports at the moment.
All right, they've lost Winston, but that doesn't mean this fight is over yet.
Does not mean the fight's over. Let's see if they're able to turn the tide and actually capture this point, though. No, then it seems that they're regrouping right now. Not being able to actually successfully capture the point.
Personally, I think what might be able to help fix this comp a little bit, especially considering the supports that they're running, they could switch if they have someone who's confident with their Doomfist ability.
Yeah.
You pick off supports one by one, especially you just need Rocket
Doomfist
Punch.
would be really useful to just push their Reinhardt out of...
Pick up someone and then get out quickly.
It'd be more useful for the fact that you can push the Reinhardt out of the way, get that shield off their supports, and actually
Get that shield up for
successfully
half a
dive.
second and someone is on time with it, they can kill Reinhardt.
Right now, we're about to have all of our ults right now. We're going to try to capitalize off of the ults right now to try to see if we're able to successfully pick
Mei
off the
used
team.
her ult to freeze the enemy team.
See, right now, I feel like they got to focus on diving the Mei at the moment. Because right now, the Mei is...
That Mei's frustrating them right now.
Besides frustrating them, but the Mei is like a really...
They definitely know how to play Mei.
Yeah.
So we have the Baptiste being discorded. They use their ult now, so... Oh, they're using the Immortality field to help them out a little bit. Oh, they got nanoed.
team weren't able to actually successfully win that fight right there. Right now, I wonder what they plan to do to actually try to see if they can actually
They've
successfully
got
capture
17
this point.
seconds to try and do something. Oh, May blocked him off.
Right now, they gotta focus on diving that May. That May's May using her ult again.
Look at this. Someone's on point. 2 people on point.
Hopefully, we're able to successfully hold it down and try to see if we can actually
Exactly.
capture it. But at the moment, seems to be no luck.
Alright, looks like they're all gone. Alright, so let's see if UCC can hold up that absolute defense for this next
next match.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like they should really focus on diving that May. That May was really terrible for our team at the moment. I feel like our team should have benefited from a Widowmaker or a sniper to try to see if they can successfully pick off maybe a support or anything.
I think the issue they just need more DPS. I think that's really it right now.
Right now, we need a tiny bit more DPS.
All right, so Union is going to be setting up their defenses after they pick their heroes. So
Now let's see what kind of defense the Union Owls are planning to do.
I feel like depending on this comp, they could totally use a Junkrat if they want to. They
Or-
could,
I mean,
if they get the
maybe-
Junkrat to flank, they can get a couple picks off if they want to.
They
Scatter the team.
might capitalize off of a Bastion right now. If they can
That
successfully
could really help them.
if they can successfully have a bunker comp at the moment, they can really hold down this point. Oh, and it
What
appears
they
that the
could also
enemy
do-
team right now has a Widowmaker on their side, trying to see if they can probably pick off some of
Looks
our
like
Union
Charlemagne
members.
has picked Bastion, so let's see where this goes. And Buma has picked Baptiste. So I was thinking what they could do is that they place Bastion near a hallway or something, and then put up the Immortality Field, because then they have to go into the hallway to
Yeah, because
destroy it.
what they plan to do is they plan to keep the Baptiste high up in the air, so he's not successful. So the enemy team can't pick him off, but also in a way that he can still heal the whole team.
Yeah.
But what they plan to do probably is they're gonna have the Baptiste with the Orisa and the Bastion to try to keep them alive, to hold it down the defenses.
Looks like they're going to try and do some sort of a bunker comp. Ooh. Looks like Widow's picked off Buma right off the bat, but they took out their tanks. Charlemagne coming in, picking off 2 people.
Looks like they're able to successfully hold down the point at the moment. But one thing they're gonna have to worry about.
If someone flanks from that right side there.
So it appears that they have a Sombra now in a way to actually counter
Ooh.
their bunker comp at the
It
moment.
looks like their Doomfist has switched to a Junkrat now.
Trying to see if they can actually bounce off Junkrat's grenades to actually get some successful picks.
What they might also have to worry about too is that if someone comes from that right side building, they could, if they're playing, especially if Junkrat does it, they could be taken down.
It could be
swiftly.
truly devastating for the Union Owls. And see
All right.
that right now
Their
they
enemy
just
Baptiste
picked
put up
off
an
our
Immortality
Baptiste.
Charlemagne coming in.
It doesn't look like we're going to be
Charlemagne-
able to successfully hold down this point, though.
Ooh. All right. Looks like
It
UConn
appears
Husky
that
wins the
UConn
next
has
round.
a second win under their belt at the moment. Hopefully within the next match we're able to hold it out so we don't get eliminated so fast.
This was their play of the match by the enemy May. This is where they got that massive freeze.
I feel like they should have done a comp where they were able to try to pick a Widow to try to pick off that May.
What they could have really done too is that I think they just need some AoE. If they had, I wouldn't say Pharaoh considering how they had the Widow, but if they had something like,
They could have probably capitalized off of Pharmacy, honestly, in my opinion.
if they had Junkrat, they could. I sound like I'm super biased, like Junkrat for everything, you know. That's just how I play.
He's
But-
your favorite.
Yeah. But honestly, a Junkrat could have broken through that Rhine shield, taken massive chunks of it at a time.
Yeah.
And then they would have had to push back.
They can even benefit it off of a Sombra, you know? Try to get a Sombra behind the team and probably hack the May. They could have
Exactly.
benefited so much from that.
Especially if they got that May got her ult, then everyone is sitting with their pants down.
So right now we're getting our team to actually calm down real quick, take a little breather.
So we've
Lijiang
gotten
Tower?
word that our next map is Lijiang Tower, which, as everyone knows, is a King of the Hill map.
It's a control point. Right now, we just have our coach giving a little word of advice to our team right now to try to see if
A little pep talk.
we can think of a way to actually get this next match, because this next match means everything to us at the moment.
Tensions are very high right now, and understandably so.
Is the next match about to start soon, or is there a way we can get our team to take like a tiny break real quick? Right now we're just doing a little break right now, try to get to see if we can get them to calm down a little bit before our next match. Try to see if they can clear their heads at the moment.
Remember, kids, whatever game you play, if you're angry, you're not going to play well.
You won't have fun.
Yeah. I can attest to that. This next match is going to be quite a gamble, because if they could risk all or nothing.
Serious gamble at the moment.
What I'd say they should try and do, by no means am I saying that they should do it. I'd say that they have one, like they could use Baptiste as support or something, or even Ana, and go 5 DPS. And just,
No.
you don't think that would work?
Knowing how this team plays at the moment, I don't think a 5 DPS comp would work at the moment. Honestly, I feel like they should revert to a 2-2-2 type of comp
That could
to
work.
try to get more damage. Right now, we just have our teams thinking about what kind of comp they're going to do. And honestly, though, I feel like we should try to at least attempt to do a 2-2-2 at the moment to try to see how we'd be able to benefit from it.
But now is not the time that they can be gambling. They have to be concrete in what they want to do now.
Oh, they got to play so seriously in the next game right now.
So the first map in Lijiang Tower is Control Center, which this one has a lot of open flanks you can do if you want. If someone goes from the right, you can go from the left.
And
Take that outer area.
This has a lot of spots where a long-range sniper DPS actually can benefit a lot.
It really can. A Pharah could also benefit really well from this area too, especially if you get really high up and the enemy team, if they're using projectile characters, it's going to be very difficult for
it appears that the enemy team is actually going for a semi-off goats comp at the moment, that they're including an Ana. Oh no. Oh, so it appears no, they switched off the Ana.
Looks like UCC has switched to what the enemy team had last time, this should be interesting.
Yeah, it seems that our team is actually incorporating a Mei to try to see if we're able to pull something off like that and try to actually get this map.
And part of it comes from the fact that Mei is great, that she can single out individual characters.
She can. Honestly,
All
I
right,
think
they're trying to push a little bit. It's a little scrim right now for. All right, looks like Brigitte is trying to push in. Ooh, the enemy Rhine. Ooh, they're getting picked off. Yikes.
it doesn't seem we're able to actually win that team fight at the moment. Right now, we gotta like. We gotta try to get the maid to like actually successfully pick off probably like a support or something at the moment.
What they could especially do, since they're all playing off the point right now, you could have someone like Slap go around and start trying to capture the point to bring that pressure back.
Try to get the enemy team off of their plan at the moment.
All right, Julian coming in with that fire strike. They're putting up a barrier.
Yeah, but his barrier broke down in second with that Baptiste ult.
All right, looks like their enemy Zarya is really capturing everything now. Oh.
The enemy Lucio just successfully boofed off our Lucio. Right now, like our team desperately needs to think of a way to actually control this point at the moment. And it appears that the enemy team does have 3 ults sitting down their belt right now, though.
4 ults.
4 ults at the moment.
They're waiting for this. Okay, so they've lost their Rhine. The question is, are they going to be able to come back from that quick enough to capitalize on it?
Well, with Reinhardt, with this one ability actually to charge in, he can get back to a fight so fast. Now let's just see, like, hopefully they can think of a way to do this. At the moment, we're about to have 3 ults underneath our belt to try to see if there's something we can able to hold ourselves with.
I think it's because the issue why UConn is being able to take advantage of this is that they're playing incredibly predictable.
Yeah.
I think they just need to switch it up. They need to really change something, throw them for a loop.
Yeah, because at the moment it would appear that probably UConn knows what kind of team comp we play and how we play. So I feel like honestly right now we gotta actually switch up our comp to change everything up on UConn at the moment.
Looks like they're all pushing that point now. D.Va pops her ult. Let's see what happens.
We got 4 on point trying to see if
D.Va's ult did not do anything, folks. Looks like their enemy Zen is playing incredibly reserved, trying to see if we can get some picks with that charge
dissing himself from the
yeah.
County Owls. Looks like they might be able to successfully push this though.
They captured the point, folks.
At the last second, they're able to successfully hold down the point. Now let's see if they're able to actually keep it down though. And not having a support ult will be really devastating for them at the moment. Not being able to capitalize on a support ult is really devastating at this point for the fact that they had no defense at the moment.
All right, this match could make it or break it.
Honestly, at this moment, I think they should change up their team comp to try to give the enemies a bit of a surprise at the moment.
Especially because most of their characters have the ability to, give some distance, like push or whatever. I think they should try and change it up.
Mm-hmm.
Make characters.
At this point, I feel like the enemy team already knows what kind of comp we're playing, because right now it is actually a semi-mirrored comp at the moment. And they know how they probably can figure out how we play at the moment, and we're probably a little bit predictable.
So it looks like both teams are going goats comps.
With the enemy team, instead of us, compared to us, they have a Reinhardt and we have a Winston. So we have a little bit more ability, but not that much shield. The enemy team's not being able to have an immortality field can mean a little bit for them. But not having a Reinhardt at the moment is going to be so devastating for our team because we don't have no defense that much.
Winston's shield really can't help out that much. The question is Zarya going to be able to get out of that?
And it appears that they already picked off half of our team though.
Alright, let's see what they do now. Looks like they're gonna try and push back everything. They're gonna try and hold them right at their spawn.
Let's see if our team is actually successful in trying to win this next team fight to try to see if we can be able to capture this point.
Alright, the enemy team's got 3 ults they can use.
Doesn't seem like we're successfully able to hold down that team fight though.
You know what could happen if Slap knows how to do it? He can go around that building to that left there, and he can go and start capping the point.
They can pull out the enemy team to get them away from the point. Hopefully Slap can come from the back and like hold the point to try to get them off their positioning.
And most likely knowing that the UConn will try and push from the front because they don't want to risk getting environmentals.
And we got a Winston jumping onto the point trying to see if he's actually successful enough to actually pick off some supports. Oh, but they got a beat drop at the moment.
Block coming in with everything.
It appears that we probably only have like one more fight left in this match right now.
They've got 25 seconds.
This next fight right now can make or break everything at the moment. And it appears that our team is actually switching up their game plan right now. We got PJ on the Reaper right now. We got Charlemagne on a Widow. Trying to see if we can actually successfully pick off some of the enemy team. And Reaper being a character that can actually sustain himself with the damage that he does, but it appears that we weren't able to hold down that fight though.
Oh, someone got on point. But it wasn't enough.
It was not enough.
So guys, UConn Huskies has won that 3rd round. I mean, there's not much that can be said that we haven't already said yet.
It appears we weren't able to actually successfully hold, not even get a point in this game.
Watt got very good with that.
Yeah, with the enemy team, they were able to successfully pick off so many of our members so fast that we weren't able to do anything.
I think part of it also comes from the fact that we kept using our ults one by one. I think they should have just all saved their ults and struck at once.
Yeah. So at the moment, what happens now?
That's the end of our run.
All
It
right,
appears that's
so
the end of our run here at
yep. So it looks like
NYXL.
UConn is going up into the next bracket against Temple University.
What do we have right now? So it appears that the University of Connecticut is going to go up Temple next in the next fight. But sadly, though, we weren't able to
Yeah.
go a little bit higher in the brackets.
So tensions are very high right now. So, for people who just tuned in now, UConn got a 3-0 on us, which,
A devastating 3-0.
yeah, crippling blow. But there was a lot of teamwork that was happening on their end, and not to say it wasn't happening on our end, but I just think that we were all scattered. We were all trying to do.
They were able to successfully like group up their ults together and do massive pushes on our team.
And in Overwatch, you can't try one man. That's not how it works.
I feel like our team would have actually like benefited more from switching up our comms to try like give the enemy like a surprise.
I think they really just need a little bit more DPS. That was it.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Oh, 1 second, everyone. While our coach actually hops in to say a word.
All right, man. It's a heartbreaker, right? So yeah, so UConn takes a 3-0, move forward in the tournament.
Yep.
We go out in the first round. Unfortunate, but we were underseeded, right? We were the 11th seed going against the 6th seed. So in terms of the bracket, the bracket wanted us to fail. The organizer wanted us to fail. Whatever. No, it's okay. At the end of the day,
We still know what we need to do better.
game 1 looked pretty good, right? Both rounds could have been taken. One was a 99-99 and went into overtime. Game 2 and 3 definitely looked a little bit like a wash.
little sketchy.
We had heard a lot of great things about UConn. Watt in particular, we saw he had 2 play of the games. I'd been told by some of the NJIT players that he was really the player to look out for. He was the player that if they were going to win through someone, it would be Watt. And he did that well.
So if you see this, I know I'm just some lowly commentator, but you're very good.
Yep.
I gotta hand it to you.
So we don't want to consider this a loss, though, right? At the end of the day, we had 40 schools go into Spring Rally. 16 of them got placed into bracket. And we are super thankful for all of you guys who supported us through that, who gave us your votes. We ended with something like 1,200 votes.
And we would like to give a special special shout out to NYXL for allowing this opportunity to present itself.
Absolutely, yeah. Without organizations like NYXL, we wouldn't have the opportunity to showcase collegiate talent like this, right?
Exactly.
The awesome thing about collegiate esports right now is that it's really finding its path. And it's up to the people who are trailblazing in that space to see where it's going to go next. So thank you to NYXL. Thank you to everyone who supported us. Thank you to all of you who are tuning into the stream today. If you haven't already, give us a follow. Give us a follow on Twitter too, which is at UCC Esports. Make sure to stay up to date. Unfortunately, that is the end of our season with this tournament.
But this will not be the end of UCC.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in playing at Union County College, we're currently the only varsity esports program, multi-game esports program in New Jersey. So tons of opportunity to get in on the ground floor. If you live in New Jersey, you're looking to compete in Overwatch, League of Legends. We're looking to maybe add Rocket League and maybe Smash next year. If you're looking to get in, click that Recruit Me button at the bottom. You can find that. It'll bring you straight to our website where you can fill out a questionnaire and send us your information. All right, so any last shout-outs before we head out?
Thanks to all the people who I know who you are. I know you're watching. Rather where you are in the world, I know you're watching. Thanks for tuning in.
And other than that, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the support. And good luck to all of the other 15 teams, probably less at this point for the other teams that got 3-0'd. Good luck in the tournament. We wish you the best. Go NJIT.
Good luck, guys.